Yeah,
Okay.
I would definitely go.
Email me the recording. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Oh my gosh, that's
Hi,
Freaking
Shannon.
rock star over here.
Hello.
So has anybody else taken the Clifton strengths test that's here tonight? Okay.
I've done that, like, what is that? You talked about it the last time where you can kind of find out your personality.
The Enneagram?
Yes, I did that
Okay.
with Jason because I was going to
Yeah.
see how incompatible we were, but I'm just kidding.
Oh, wait do you take the no.
Just kidding. No, I love him.
Clifton strengths isn't like that.
He's my partner in crime.
Okay, so let me share my screen and let's just get into it then. So we're not here all night.
Get into it. Let's get into it. Who is that? Tabitha Brown. Because, honey, that's your business. No? No one?
I don't, where's that from?
Tabitha Brown. You have to vote.
Yes.
I had to pour a glass of wine.
Okay, so this is kind of, I'm going to kind of talk about the Clifton strengths, which is the test that's put out by Gallup poll. And it's been around for a long time. It was a man named Don Clifton that came up with this. And it's used worldwide in businesses. And that's why I think doTERRA's really encouraged us to use it too, because it's great for leadership, for team cohesion and things like that. Understanding where everybody's coming from. So what Eddie Villa does, and this is Eddie and Angela Villa, they're Blue Diamond leaders. And Eddie spoke at the leadership convention, the one that was online. And I know, Jeanette, you said you listened to that portion. And I did too. And I just was so taken by what he said. He is now kind of devoting his life to really helping people understand their strengths. And he's doing it with Gallup's permission. He's not a part of it, but I mean, they're okay with what he's doing. But he has just really delved into it. And I just was really quite taken with it. So, and I took the test, I would say 2 years ago. And so I kind of looked at it again and have gotten back into it. But so this is statistics that Eddie has, and I went to the seminar that was a couple of weeks ago. So this is what he told us there, which is so interesting. This is his motto: strengths have nothing to do with what you can or cannot do. Strengths are how you do everything your way, and it works, but only 100% of the time. That's kind of his catch frame. So there's 7.7 billion people on the planet, roughly, and only 1 in 280,000 will have the same top 5 strengths as you, but in a different order. And so that works out to be only 27,500 other people. I don't know why it's, oh, okay. So the odds of anyone having the same top 5 strengths as you in the same order, look at those odds. I just find that incredible. So just 234 other people in the world would have the same top 5 strengths as you in the same order. But to have your full report in the order that you have it in, there's nobody. The odds are go beyond the population. So that just re-emphasizes how unique we all are. And I love that aspect of this whole thing, and that we cannot be duplicated. So your top 10 strengths are where your energy is the highest, and that's where we should all be operating from. That's where we're going to feel the best about ourselves. That's where we're going to be our most authentic self. We're going to have the most joy in our life, and what we're doing is when we're leaning into those top 10 strengths. The bottom 5 strengths are where your energy is the lowest. And I'll show you mine later, but when I first, well, I'll tell you that later too. So I'm going to just give you an example of the names that they give some of the strengths, and the definitions don't always match what you would think the name would be. So it's important to read all of that. but I've divided it by color because there are 4 leadership themes then that your top 10 strengths are going to show that you fall into one of these 4 leadership themes of either an executor, an influencer, relationship building, or strategic thinker. So, so just to kind of go over mine briefly, harmony is my number 1. I'm also a 9 on the Enneagram. I don't like conflict. I like everybody just to get along. I like to honor the flow, and I seek areas of agreement. Consistency is doing things that give everyone a chance. So it's not that you're consistent at what you do. It's just that you like to treat everybody the same, everybody equal. You want everybody to have the same chance. Intellection, introspection, and appreciate intellectual discussions. Developer, I want to see people move forward, but I don't want to tell them what to do. I don't want to tell them how to move forward. But if they have an idea, like I'm your cheerleader, I like to encourage people. Relator, enjoy deep connections with few introverted. I'm more introverted and reserved, and I seek out more deeper connections, and ends up to be with fewer people. And we will see that this is Jenna's number 1 strength, which will be an interesting comparison. Discipline, I like to have routine and structure in my life. Empathy, I can put myself in others' shoes. I can imagine how I would feel if I were in their shoes. But I'm always, Jen and I were talking about this, I do try to always realize that just because I would feel that way doesn't mean that they are feeling that way. And so I think that that's important too for me to always keep in mind. Learner, love to gather information to improve myself, to go to Eddie's program, to do all these things to learn more about myself, how to improve myself. And then input is gathering information for future use. And you'll see that Jenna has both learner and input also. We like to gather information, have little files on my computer in case I need to pull it out, something. Positivity. I don't know if it's contagious enthusiasm, but I've always been more just looking at the bright side of things. So then you take those and each of them relates to one of these 4 themes. So this is how mine do. So clearly relationship building is the most important thing to me, and that's how I operate. So everything that I do, and I'll just talk about the business, everything that I do in this business is about building relationships. And I will not want to do something that I think is going to harm a relationship. So I'm not brave enough to post certain things on social media, or I'm not as open with how I feel, because this is so important to me, this aspect. So the second, the strategic thinking, I use all of this, intellection, learner, and input to support this relationship building. For instance, if I meet somebody and we have a conversation about something that I don't know a lot about, I'll go back home and I'll look it up and I'll research it, and I'll, because I want to build this relationship and I want to have common things to talk about. So that's how I use that to build, to do what's most important to me. So then what Eddie has you do is each of these 4 things. If you're an executor, you make things happen. You make sure things are being done the right way. You're emotionally attached to time and productivity. So this is not my strongest. I pretty much ignore this. This is not important to me. Influencing, you can see I'm 0. So influencing, we'll see where Jenna lies on that, but it's a take charge. You speak up and make sure others are heard. and have desire. When you're an influencer, you have the desire to move people forward. You like to see them succeed and do whatever it is that they want to do, and you're going to be behind them and helping them and influencing them. Relationship building, of course, build strong relationships that hold a team together and make it greater than the sum of its parts. Connect with the right people, won't do anything that puts relationships at risk. And then strategic thinking, absorb and analyze information that informs better decisions. Have desire to think, create, and learn. And for me, I have to be careful that I don't get stuck over here, like in the research mode, because you can get stuck here too and not move forward. Because, you know, I don't have to know what every single oil is and what it does. I don't have to know what to, you know, what to reach for, but I do need to know where to find the information. So I'm, you know, I have that at my fingertips if I should need it. So in order to put together a strengths statement, and this is something he recommends that you read to yourself the first thing in the morning, maybe the last thing at night too, to remind yourself who you are. So this is mine. And the first sentence is just a combination of relationship building, strategic thinking. So I love to do everything in a way that honors my desire to connect with the right people and think, create, and learn. How I do that best is by honoring the flow, seeking the path of least resistance, floating downstream. That's kind of, I incorporated Abraham Hicks because I like that, staying in the vortex. I look for the good in everyone and do things that give everyone an equal chance. I love deep intellectual discussions and I'm curious about the uniqueness in all of us. I want to see people moving forward and I'm their biggest cheerleader, encouraging them, not telling them. More than anything, I strive for deep connections and love working hard with the team to achieve goals. Having structure and routine keeps me anchored and balanced. Because I can sense the feelings of others from their point of view, I am able to help keep things harmonic. I love the process of gathering information that will teach me new skills and improve who I am. I also gather information for future use, archiving and collecting it, as I'm always thirsty for knowledge on subjects I'm interested in. My positive outlook on most things can be contagious and put people at ease. Don't worry, everything's going to be all right. So that's just a reminder to yourself of who you are, and it can just be just a really positive thing. And I'm saying this because when I first took my strengths test and I looked at my results and I saw what was on the bottom: achiever, competition, command, all the things that I always thought you needed to be a true leader. And I was really devastated before I understood this, thinking, oh my God, you know, how am I going to rise and be able to lead a team or whatever when I've got these are my bottom strengths. But what is explained in the report and what Eddie emphasizes is this is just when I try to do these things, I'm not me. And I'm not comfortable doing them, and it shows. And so that's what people see. It's like, where did Becky go? You know? And so this was, now I just feel so differently about it. And your bottom five, you just want to stay away from these. You just want to not go here. And if you're ever approaching something or approaching a problem, or you're trying to relay something to someone and you feel yourself feeling those feelings, that low energy, Eddie calls it low energy, and just feeling like inauthentic, like fake, and oh, I don't want to come off this way. Well, you're operating out of those lower strengths, and you need to like reassess where the words you're choosing, you know, and kind of how you're talking. And so I've learned some lessons with this. And so now it's kind of so freeing. I don't have to be this. I'm not in a competition with anyone. I'm not going to compare myself to anyone. I don't like telling people what to do, but I can encourage you in what you want to do and build the relationship there. And that's what this business is about, connecting. So there's many ways to do it, and I don't have to do it this way. I can do it my way. So that's what I got out of this whole thing. It's called the Clifton Strengths 34. If you just Google that, it's the one for $50. And Eddie's workshop, I feel, is very valuable for $59. I think it's coming up now on June 13th. I think it's still open. It's just on Zoom, and you get the recording. And what you do is you print out a workbook and you work through it during the class. But you can also just friend him on Facebook, and every day you can send him, just email him your strengths results, your top 10 and your bottom 5, and he might choose it. Every morning he goes live on Facebook and he reads someone and interprets someone's strength, and tells them, kind of helps to connect everything. So you learn a lot that way too, just by watching that. So now we're going to pull up Jenna's. If I can figure out where it is.
I'm embarrassed.
Oh, it's good. Okay, I have to do this. Let's see. Oh yeah, there
Did
it
you
is.
type this out? Because mine looks different.
Yeah, now this is the actual Clifton Strengths report that you will get. This is Jenna's.
I think you have to stop sharing and then reshare because we can't see.
Oh, it's not coming up? Okay.
Sometimes it does this. I don't know why.
I'm trying to get to where this, how do you stop share?
If you go down to the bottom of your screen, it'll like highlight, it'll come up.
Yeah, it's just not there anymore. Oh, here it is. Okay, stop share.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's at the top.
And
Sorry.
then share screen again. Okay.
Don't listen to me. I know not what I do.
Did it come up now?
Yes.
Okay.
And Janet was saying that the VIAs, they are part of our upline. So that's exciting too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so this is how the report looks. It's 26 pages long. It gives you so much information. So these are Jenna's top strengths. So see, she has relator as number 1, and it's very interesting because
Relator is my very bottom. I mean, empathy is my very bottom.
Well, relator is her only relationship building strength, and it's number 1. So that's what's quite interesting. But according to Clifton's, you lead with your strategic thinking strengths. So then what you get next is you get more of a you get a really long explanation for each of the top 5. And I'm going to read you this as relator because I just think that this is so Jenna. Chances are good that you may realize that each individual's interests, background, motivations, desires, fears, and work style are different. So this is how a relator, being number 1 relator, would be in the workplace or with a team. Perhaps you strive to honor everyone's unique qualities and preferences. Understanding the ambitions of particular people might give you insights into the type of support, training, experiences, partnerships, or nurturing each person needs to thrive. Because of your strengths, you are an effective mentor and/or trainer. You realize this is your forte, that is strength. Now, when I read my relator, it's number 5, so it doesn't say these same things. It says it in relation to all of my other strengths. So this is really, really unique. You get it's like you sat down with a psychiatrist for a few hours, I think. It's just really good. Instinctively,
For only $50.
Exactly. You traditionally do your best training after you become well acquainted with someone. You want to discover each individual's unique work style, goals, motivations, interests, or talents. These insights probably tell you what suggestions to make or what tips to offer during coaching sessions. It's very likely that you may have a reputation for being well-read. Perhaps this partially explains why certain people seek you out to solicit your point of view on specific topics. Others' questions sometimes inspire you to delve more deeply into specific subjects. By reading, you now and then add fresh ideas to your mind's storehouse of information. By nature, you embody the adage, if you want to get something done, ask a busy person. You deliver peak performances when you can tackle a task. You experience tremendous satisfaction each time you accomplish something. You probably like being held accountable for your actions and words. You naturally form genuine and mutually rewarding one-on-one relationships. Your authenticity allows you to build close, long-lasting connections that foster trust and confidence. So I just thought that that was so Jenna and just so interesting. So it'll tell you like what blind spots to watch out for. And then after you go through each of your top 5 like this, I'll just show you. Oh, it's, yeah, it does go through your top 10, but you get shorter versions for the 6 through 10.
The top 5 are like highlighted. And
yeah, exactly.
This is
So,
it's really fascinating.
it is. Now, so the middle portion, you, I mean, according to Eddie, you just don't even pay attention to what the middle ones are. You just concentrate on your top 10 and staying away from your bottom 5. But it just gives you a lot of just great information.
Well, and it gives me confidence. Now I can like realize through my actions and like my day-to-day stuff, like, oh yeah, I'm operating in my whatever strength right now. And then it kind of gives me
Exactly.
like the okay to like, I don't know. It's like a scan to your soul. I love that.
I look at it this way. I think when you look at the test, you're not going to, when you look at the results, you're not going to be hugely surprised. But were you consciously aware?
Right.
That's what I feel like. I feel like we intuitively know a lot of this stuff about ourselves, but bringing it to the surface and actually reading it on paper and having somebody else kind of validate what you've been feeling kind of is empowering.
That's the word, empowering.
So these are Jenna's domains. So you see she's got 3 influencing, 3 strategic, and 2 relationship, and 2 executing. So that's
not helpful to me.
It can be a little confusing, and Eddie sheds a lot of light on this. You can also, some people are 3-3-3-1. So you can kind of, when Jenna and I were talking about it, I thought that influencing was more would be the number 1, but now I kind of understand it differently. And I think what you do when you're tied like this is you add your numbers together, and the lower numbers, meaning that you're higher, it's closer to number 1. And so this is lower. It's a couple points lower than this. So I think that that's why Clifton says it's strategic thinking. But
okay.
I think that this is where your strength is, because you have these strong researched opinions. So you use this area to bring people into your world and way of thinking. So you can look at it both ways, or you use this information in order to influence over here. So I don't know, it's interesting. I think you need to just like read through the whole thing and you'll probably get a lot more insight, but you can see the depth of this test. So just to kind of give you an idea, then this would be a way to take action. So relator, connect deeply with the right people to gain friends for life. These are like action things. Input, keep exploring, always be curious. Responsibility, take ownership for the things that matter most to you. Communication, use your gift for stimulating conversation to connect with and inspire others. Maximizer, strive for excellence and encourage others to do the same. Individualization, appreciate the uniqueness in each person you meet. Futuristic, share your visions of a better future. Learner, use your passion for learning to add value to your own and others' lives.
This is like my whole business model right here.
Yeah,
Paper.
it is. And isn't it amazing that it
So
just
funny.
nailed you? Belief, honor your values. They keep you on course during tough times. Self-assurance, trust your gut and live life on your own terms.
And there you have it, me on paper.
I mean, I just find it fascinating. And I
just-
think for relationships, for family members, spouses, certainly you could go a long way to understanding each other a lot more through this
Yeah.
test. So these are your bottom ones. Adaptability, of course, is number 30. They tend to be now people that just, oh, okay, well, whatever comes, comes. No, you're a planner. You need a plan. So that's a low one for you. You do not do well in those circumstances. Woo is when, let's see, they derive satisfaction from breaking the ice and making a connection with someone. They love the challenge of meeting new people and winning them over.
Nope.
So that's low. You're fewer. I'm low on woo also, but high on, you know, like fewer people, but more serious relationships. Restorative, people exceptionally talented in the restorative theme are adept at dealing with problems. They are good at figuring out what is wrong and resolving it, which
That's interesting because
it is.
I was always like conflict manager and I've always been like problem solver, but good. Now I don't have to do that anymore.
Well, you have to learn more about it because you definitely are good in a crisis and you know how to solve problems.
I feel like I am because I've planned it out and thought of everything that could possibly happen. And I know you're supposed to stay calm and.
But it can also, a person that is high restorative, now I'm remembering what Eddie has said, it can also mean that they look for the problems in a situation, like maybe even what can go wrong, and find a solution to that on the chance that it does. You know, like someone like that would be a good on the astronaut team and things like that, you know. So
it's kind of like what I just said, because I think about all the things, but only if there's a legitimate possibility of something going on. Otherwise,
yeah.
I don't give it any thought.
And includer, they show awareness of those who feel left out and make an effort to include them. I'm high includer. So you're not. You leave people in the corner of the room and stuff. And
No, not if they're in the room with me, I'm not going to. But if I think they're going to be in the corner of the room, I might not invite them. I'm going to pre-plan that.
And then empathy, we talked about that because that's, you know, by imagining themselves in others' lives or situations, and you just ain't got no time for that.
Well, this one's interesting to me too, because I do feel like I'm very sympathetic.
And that's different than being empathetic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for excuses. I feel like I really have a hard time being like empathizing with someone if I don't feel like it's
Well, and you don't feel genuine. So, and that's,
I feel like,
and
oh,
that's
I'm supposed to be like empathetic right now and I don't want to. So
right.
I
So don't go there because it's not authentic to you.
Oh, sorry, that happened. Okay.
So yeah, that's it. I don't know if anybody has any questions, but I think it's really
There
worthwhile.
was a block of questions that I was right smack dab in the middle of both. And so I answered probably 10 questions just neutral because I was literally like, I'm both. So I'm wondering if that didn't,
But
and
you know,
then-
everybody has those. We
Yeah.
all have those that in the Enneagram test too, you have some, well, none of these answers is me.
yeah.
And obviously they have a way to figure that out. So
Yeah. So I don't know. This is just it's neat from a relationship perspective. It's neat from a business perspective because I do think that I do that where I'm big on like divide and conquer. Like, what are you good at? Okay, you're in charge of that. What are you good at? You're in charge of that. Like, what topic is everyone good at? Okay, you're doing that class then. Like, I like highlighting people, like what everyone's good at, and like, okay, because you're going to deliver that best then, you know, or you're going to do that best or handle that best and be the least stressed out about it too. Because when you're trying to do something that's not your thing, that's stressful. So I like, you know, doing the divide and conquer thing.
Totally. So, and what I also got out of this too is just to let go, you know, I don't need to improve myself in areas that I feel are not authentic to me anyway. It kind of lets you off the hook from that idea that I mean, at one point Eddie would draw a star, and at the tip of the star are your strengths, and at the, you know, bottom of the star are your weaknesses, so-called weaknesses.
Oh yeah,
and we tend to focus on those, right? Because we're trying to improve ourselves. Oh, well, this is the area that I need to improve in. So you're trying to do things that don't feel authentic to you, and you're trying to improve, and you're trying to add on to that. And then you let go of the things that you're really good at because you're already good at those, or those are already you. So he's saying that just let go of those others.
Right? Instead of having those high points.
Yeah, just concentrate on your top 10 because that is you.
I like that.
And there's a whole book that Gallup has, or Don Clifton wrote. I bought the book. It's I don't know where it is. The Clifton Leadership as it applies to leadership. And in a section he has different CEOs that operate as relationship builder or influencer or strategic thinker, and he explains, you know, their leadership style and how that fits one of those. So that's all. It's just all really really interesting and helpful because we're in this business, yet we're all doing it our own way, and that's the best. To make it unique to us, we can. So he addresses the fact that doesn't mean that you can't still follow the script. The Elise Chedevy or whatever script it is that you have decided is the best for you. It doesn't mean that you still can't use that script. It just means that you're going to tweak it and you're going to emphasize different words in it that is going to be real for you. So the script itself is more of a program of how to do that, to sample people first, and that whole process to make sure you hit all the points. But you can totally make that your authentic way of being. So that was also kind of enlightening because that was going through my head. Okay, well, what about this whole program? I'm not Elise Chedevy. I don't feel comfortable saying the things that she does, but you can use like what we were talking about, but you can say the same words, but in a different way by emphasizing different portions or by your tone of voice. So you play with that, you know?
And I feel like we've done that a lot with our script because it's definitely the same like protocol.
Yeah, and look at how many different versions we have just depending on who's doing the presenting. Exactly. So it's virtually
the same but like
we're all saying the same stuff, but it sure sounds different each time. So
I just had that conversation with Jenna the other day about like, I believe that Elise Chedevy's done it right. Like, I don't think that she's done it wrong. But her approach is just a lot different than mine.
she
She got into this business to get builders. And I don't feel like everybody's in that position. And so like, I feel like you need to kind of tweak it based off of those strengths to however you feel comfortable with, because I just think it's going to be more genuine that way.
yeah, or Ange Peters has a script, and she built her whole business just based on customers. So follow hers if that's more, feels more.
It really resonates with me.
Yeah, if it resonates with you.
Shannon was asking, how long did it take? I feel like it was like 30 minutes. Mom, do you feel like it was that?
I don't remember. It probably wasn't more than that.
I had like the kids even crawling on me, you know what I mean? Like it was about a good 30 minutes. You have 20 seconds to do each. They don't want you spending too much time thinking about it. Like go with your gut, they said. So it's like 20 seconds for each. And yeah, I feel like it was like a good, no, definitely not longer than the
Enneagram.
The Enneagram.
And I feel like the Enneagram is long.
Yeah, it took me about 45 minutes.
I want to say this is not as long.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember because I did it a while ago. So
Yeah, I felt like I made a mental note that it wasn't as long as Enneagram. And to me, because I've taken the Enneagram, I think 3 times in my life, and some of the questions are really hard. Like you were saying, Mom, like I didn't know how to answer them at all, where I did know how to answer all of these. But just some of them I was like 100% both of them. So I chose neutral, and I didn't know, are you supposed to choose neutral or not? But what, Natalie, the Enneagram, that's also a really good, I like taking all the tests. I'm an information gatherer, so I need to know everything. Yes, I'll write it. And I can send you,
I think the Enneagram you can pretty much take for free.
yeah,
Or at
I
least
definitely
some
have
version of it. Yeah.
I will, I know you guys are still waiting for the last email from me, but I'll send an email because I was going to send with the links to the Clifton strengths. So I'll add in a couple different Enneagram links in there as well. Some free ones that you guys can, I don't have my pen in here. I'm going to make a note. I'm going to try to get my emails out tomorrow. Try to catch up with my life tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's all we have. So 9:20, pretty
Email
good.
And Enneagram. Okay, I'm going to send you guys that tomorrow. Oh my gosh, it's June 5th already. Okay, we did really good on time today, you guys.
We did.
Awesome. We're getting better and better. We did a 30-minute class tonight, Shan.
Oh, wow.
We were
That's awesome.
we were like on it. It was so good. And I feel like we packed in all the information. I don't feel like we skipped the top 10 oils, but other than that, we did the full enchilada. So that was
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
So now that we like cramped everything in 30 minutes, do you think we can add the 10 top oils? Because when I got my oils, like that sold me, you know?
Yeah, I do feel like it's an important part, even just to the other thing that we could do, since we're not doing the presentation, is we can just have it on the screen while, like, either while I'm talking and doing the intro part or during some part. We are going to eventually make a really good presentation. I don't, we have like the Oils Made Easy one right now, but we're looking into making some really pretty ones that won't be like as many slides that we can have on the screen. So yeah, I do like to keep the top 10 oils in there. I think it's important. I think that's where you really sell people.
I think when we're talking about the 3 ways to use, you could have it up. Because I feel like when you're talking about 3 ways to use, you're talking about the oils anyway.
Yes.
That's a great idea. And people are going to be staring at, they'll be reading it.
And we can incorporate, like, let's go through the notes this week, Jeanette, and we can add in, because there's 10 oils, 3 ways to use. So if we incorporated 3 oils into each section, like just to say how to use it, then boom, there's the top 10 oils.
Yeah, because like aromatically, you could do peppermint, topically, you could do lavender, and then aromatically, you could do not balance, but frankincense or on guard.
And just referencing, like, fever, you're going to use these 3, like just a couple, like, common. If we referenced energy, sleep, fever, owies, skin, we'll just reference quickly, like the top 10 recipes, and then done. We've done the top 10 oils inside that.
Maybe next week you and I can kind of go into the script and plug in like those oils.
Yeah.
Because I will say, like, for me, there's certain ones that I just do mostly internally.
Yeah.
Some that I just do mostly in the diffuser,
Yeah. I definitely have I like to stick to my routine. I figured out. No, but I do get inspired and change it up. I don't know. That's the beauty of oils. There's so many options. I love it. And don't forget, everybody, 15% off. By the class at the end of the month, I'll give you guys the entire month. I want to take a picture where every single one of us are holding this.
That's the spray, right? Is that the
Yeah.
beautiful spray? My mom has that mist and she loves it.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
That was my Valentine's recommendation for her. And
oh my God.
She sent me back the eggplant emoji.
You just
I know.
officially grossed out her grandson for life.
Oh my God. Sorry, Jakey. As your grandma, I don't know why you're surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know if the next time I see her, I'm going to be able to look at her the same way.
Let's be honest, you can't be married for like over 40 years, and that's actually a huge value, I think.
Right?
That's a big plus, yes.
I think that's going to be my my segue into getting back to posting, is I'm going to say, make love, not war. This is 50% off.
That's a great idea.
You just got it.
Like the strategic entrance here.
But right
Nice.
now it's too soon. You're going to wait a little bit.
Tomorrow, it's Friday, it's been.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Before we hop off, before I forget, I noticed that I don't remember who was talking, but you told her to show the diffuser. I think you told I think it was Jeanette that told Jenna to show the diffuser. Well,
Yeah.
if you're seeing like the whole picture, if you're not talking, we cannot see.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't see anything, just for future reference.
Oh, good call. I didn't have oh, you know what? Well, the diffuser I have next to me just was not a deterrent diffuser, so I was not prepared for that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
But that's really good that you pointed that out, though, because otherwise I wouldn't have remembered.
yeah,
I did it all like Vanna.
nobody saw.
Well, you'd have to unmute yourself and say something real quick, and then
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
flashed on the screen for a second.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember to do that. So.
Boo.
Okay, awesome, you guys. Well, it's fun as always.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's my only connection with the world once a week. My
You guys did.
shower.
You guys did so good in the presentation. Congrats.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Natalie. Okay, I'm gonna get my life together and get my emails out tomorrow, my welcome kits out tomorrow. Gonna get her done. I have a babysitter, so
Nice.
Way, nice.
well, my husband's home, so it counts, right? I don't know. Sometimes it's worse though.
Well, thanks for the information.
I honestly give the moms a lot of credit. My hat's off to you. I don't know how you guys do it, but you guys rock it.
I don't know either.
All the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss it one day though, I know.
Yes, you will. I always remind you of that.
So what's gonna be the next topic for next week? I'm
Me-
excited already.
I know. We need a new topic.
I feel like we should do the men's class because it's approaching Father's Day.
Okay.
The men's class. Oh, that's a good
I
one.
wanted to do the labels. Dang it.
Oh yeah, I was just asking about that
Not gonna
today.
happen 'cause Jeff is so backed up.
I
Is
know
he
Tara,
still?
you got your labels, right?
So I placed the order May 5th.
Yeah, you're not getting yours before me.
Oh, when
I
you
placed
place
mine 2 months ago, and I finally told him, like, you need to, I'm going to give you a list of people that you need to prioritize. Because I have so many people waiting for these labels. And I'm like, he puts all the small orders in front of me. And I'm like, dude, I give a big order because I'm ordering for the team. And like, I have so many orders that haven't gotten there because I'm like waiting for the cute label. Oh, I'm getting half of my order from 2 months ago tomorrow. So I'm
like it's arriving tomorrow?
yeah, it's arriving tomorrow, finally.
Okay.
And it was supposed to arrive 2 weeks ago. I placed my order 2 months ago. 2 months.
Okay. Well, at least mine's not that far behind then, because I placed mine a month ago. So
Well, and if it was a smaller order too.
We should be able to do them ourselves now that we've got that HP. You know, I'm using the same ink that they shipped me for like
I need to get
200 pages now.
Julia's making her own too.
that's
What are you guys talking about?
awesome.
What is that?
Making your own labels and because we signed up for the what is it called? HP? No. It's
You know
the
what?
program.
He's gonna
That-
put, I think I did. Did I put
You
that in?
pay a monthly fee and you get HP monitors how many pages you're using, and you get, I was going through hundreds of dollars of color ink, and so now I'm paying, I think I'm on the $6 a month program, and I can print up to 100 pages, something ungodly amount like that.
Wow.
It's really a good deal.
I'm gonna see. I'm pretty sure I put the link in the top sources email, but I'm looking at it right now. Hold on, because if
And
not,
the PayPal shipping.
yeah.
Well, actually, Natalie, you have to tell me when you get the package, if it's gonna,
If it works or not.
if it works or not, because it only costs, I sent 3 bottles and it cost under $3 through PayPal shipping.
That's what I need to do.
It's so easy and so fantastic. So hopefully it's gonna get to you.
You just have to switch over your PayPal account to a business account, right?
No, I didn't have to do that.
Really?
I don't think I did that.
Do you have to do it? But you have to do it on the computer, right?
I think you can do it on your phone, but I just do it on the computer.
Okay, I'm gonna add that.
I'll send you the link. Yeah, I watched a YouTube video on it, and it was just, he explained everything.
I saw that in the builder group, and so I went to go try it from my phone, but it wouldn't let me. I think I just need to fix my account online, and then it might let me.
I still don't know what you guys talking about. I'm so lost.
Just
I'm so
talking about
tired.
how to ship things cheaply,
Oh,
because I was
okay.
paying at least $11, and now I got it down to under $3.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So
great because I sent out a package and it was like $8. It hurt my soul. No,
Yeah.
not my soul, but it hurt, you know? So you're going to send that info?
Yes.
Plus,
Oh.
Becky, they'll pick up from your house too, right? You don't have to go to the post office.
I left it in my mailbox. That's why, Natalie, it went out to you. So can you let me know when you get it? Because I kind of want to gauge how many days it took.
You send me something?
I sent you something. It's from Jenna,
What?
but I sent it from here.
Oh, thank you both.
My mom is my secretary.
Oh man, I
So
miss my mom.
left it in my mailbox with my little flag up.
Nice.
Supposedly,
I'm-
give it to
correo?
the person, an email person. Don't.
I'm good.
I don't
Natalie's like, Joe, go check the. Did you check the mail today?
I'm gonna check the mail right now. As a matter of fact, let's see.
I think it's
That
a
was
little
funny.
too soon. I don't think you're going to have it quite yet.
That was
We
funny.
didn't check it anyway, so we need those bills. No, just kidding. I don't like those.
So Shan, you were saying, Julia, is she printing also herself? Does she have a trick?
I don't think she has a trick, but she's using these waterproof labels.
Can she
I think-
share with us what labels she's using to print on and stuff?
Yeah, I'll have her send. I thought she did though. Maybe not. Maybe it was just.
If you buy a label thing like off of Etsy,
Yeah, no,
Oh my God,
these are like pre-cut. I think they're pre-cut. And I think she got them on Amazon, or I'm not 100% sure. I'll have her send you the information though.
yeah, because I have a bunch of templates, and oh my God, if I just know like what to buy.
well, Shannon Carlson posted in the group
Yeah, a while back. I
ago, that
want to
good
say it was
waterproof.
something similar. Yeah.
And they're
I
orange
haven't received
and
anything.
been awesome.
Julia's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to know about that. Because that will be, now it's just like the time frame. Like if I can print them right now and get my orders out, that would be
Time saver.
life changing.
Yeah.
It'd probably be cost effective too.
Oh wait. Oh my gosh. She did the math on it, and what she was going to be spending with Jeff. And don't get me wrong. I mean, his labels. I love his labels, but it was going to be way cheaper.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah. If she wants to share with us just like what paper she got and all
Okay.
that stuff.
And
Yeah.
how did she print them though?
In her printer.
If you
So
have
it comes with a template. Like you've used Avery templates before, right? Where you
Yeah.
basically so it's essentially that. And then I think you like plug in which designs you want for the top portion or whatever, and then it prints it that way.
I feel like even investing in a Cricut would still even be cheaper than having Jeff do the labels.
And faster, because if you
It's
just need
nice
to whip
be
out
in
a bunch,
control. Mhm.
you know what I've done, you guys, too, in the past for like a meeting at work one time. Do I have one? Let me show you really quick. I did a class with my folks at work, and I didn't have the labels. So, and this might sound really cheesy, but it worked. I printed out on color paper, and then I just used that thick, packing tape.
yeah.
And it came out really cute. I've had people ask me before, like,
oh, came out really cute.
the little gratitude bottles.
Yeah.
But I mean, in a pinch.
Oh, definitely.
What did I do with it? Hold on. God, sorry. Today is my first day back to work. I like hurled all my oils into my backpack this morning. Jeez. Oh,
What's
here it is.
it like out there in the world?
You know what? It was really nice, actually. I can't complain. My office is amazing.
Aww.
I don't know if you can see that very
Oh,
well.
that's beautiful.
But right, and like I was able to type on there, like what was in it, and then a little floral pattern I picked out.
That's beautiful.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
so
that's really
in a pinch, it worked out.
Mhm.
So
Does anybody have a Cricut?
I don't.
no,
Jenna,
but you know what?
I don't know how you don't have a Cricut.
Pamela has one. It's amazing.
I think Mel has one too. I think it was just getting too time consuming because you have to like pick out all the little. It was
I just
good,
feel like you're like the
you-
label queen, and so like I don't know how you don't have one.
It's been on my Christmas list for a couple of years, and then like something always at the last minute just trumps it because it's a pretty pricey.
And it would be time. I think there is some.
I think right now with the kids and stuff, I just feel like that I'm in that weird time where like
Janet's committing to learning how to use it, and then you're going to give us a class, a demonstration.
you have one and you've never used it. Oh my gosh, you're lucky that I don't live in California right now. I would come.
That is your assignment.
I
Yeah.
get
We'll give you 2
overwhelmed.
weeks.
No, I get so overwhelmed with like, how do I do this? And then I want to do 10 different projects at once, but then I look at too many tutorials and
See, that's me.
So Jameson's
Buy
little
it
school,
and get all the stuff, and then
Jameson's little school friend, the son is 4 and the daughter is 1, and she uses hers all the time to make invitations. She made the banner, the happy birthday banner. She uses it like all the time, she said, because I asked her about it, because in my head I was thinking like, I feel like I could use it for the business, you know, like write it off as a business expense, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never like physically seen it or like try to use it to see like how quickly, because that again, like how Janet said, like if you sit there and focus on how long it's going to take, like forget it. I'd rather just have somebody else do it. I'll pay extra just to have
You should
somebody
watch
else.
some
I'm
But you know what? I
stuff,
think
girl.
for me, I work best or I learn best maybe for the first time or first couple of times if someone is next to me and I actually do the thing step by step. YouTube is one thing, but to see it and to touch it and to ask questions and to see
Right.
exactly what they're doing is something a little different for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I can figure out electronics, I can figure out a lot of things, but that's the one thing that's kind of intimidating for me. I actually got mine, well, many years ago. My mother-in-law gave me the original one with like all the cartridges and stuff. And I think I used it just a couple of times to make like little boxes or make little bags, some party favors. And then maybe last summer I got a used Air 2, which is actually one of the newer ones. And it's funny thing, it was a family from our school. They actually sold their house, bought an RV, and traveled cross country for like 4 or 5 months. And everything that they owned was in storage. And part of what they wanted to do is kind of like he's a little bit entrepreneur and stuff, and she's really crafty. So they bought a Cricut for the road. So when they came back and they moved back home, they sold the second one that they bought for really cheap. I got it for $75, and that is unheard of. So I told my husband, I can't pass up that opportunity. So I tried it once. I did the sample craft, and I ended up writing all over the mat, which was like, oh, what did I do? But I know I didn't ruin it. It was just, now it has like create or something written on the mat. So, but yeah, my mission this summer is just like learn how to use it, because you can do so many things with it. Everything from t-shirts to, invitations to labels to just anything creative. It's really neat.
I'm the girl that wants the craft room, but I've never done a craft before. And I feel like
You'd be good at it, Jenna, because you're good at detail stuff.
I want to organize all the crafts and have the shelves and all that, and then like keep it clean and no one go in there.
Except for Duke, he would love it.
It's like your container storeroom, right?
All those little tiny little pieces with your 2 boys running around.
I help
Wants
you,
to make
Mom.
I work
wants to make a
now.
Hobby
Mom.
Lobby of her own.
I work oils, Mom. Okay. So we still didn't land on what will be next week. Do we have a topic? What do we, I haven't thought of it yet. If anything, I'll have my husband take the strengths test and we can read his. That'll be awesome. There was something though, and I forget. Actually, I think Natalie, you should teach us the next step in our social media There was a next step that I was going to ask you about, and I can't think of it right now.
Well, think about it.
I think about it, and then I'll talk with you.
Have the idea that the actual intro to oils wouldn't be, it would just be like on men's.
Oh yeah,
You remember when you said we would switch that up a little bit?
I can only hear Baby Shark right
Oh,
now.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
I think you talked about us doing an intro to oils. Oh, I know. And
But only if we have men joining the class.
and an education class. How about doing an education class?
Do we want to do a toxic living?
How about, I'm sorry, because we had so many people join tonight, it'd be interesting to see what kits everybody gets.
Okay.
If they get kits and kind of maybe do like the
I've got
I got my oils, now what?
Okay.
class.
That's a great idea.
I think we're ready to change it up.
Yeah.
Or maybe that actually has to be in 2 weeks, right? Because if everybody does their orders tonight, it's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
take a hot minute for them to get it.
Let's do
We can do an immune one because a lot of people, like Shannon went back to work. A lot of people are getting back out in the world.
I got I bought something this week. I bought an immune ebook, but I have to edit it. But let me see. Hold on, I'll share my screen real quick. Oh my God, all these emails, what the heck? Okay, where am I? Okay, and I was having trouble downloading the one font, so it's gonna be missing a font, but you guys will get the whole.
I was just talking, but I was on mute. I have to jump off here because Mr. Almaguer is going to go to bed and I have to talk to him before he goes to sleep.
Okay.
All right. Nice seeing you guys. I'll see you next week.
You too.
All right. Good night.
Bye. Bye, Shan.
Bye.
Good night.
Let me, oh shoot, where did I go here? I don't know what I'm doing. Share my screen. And then everything disappears. So,
Hi, Janet.
oh yeah, you texted me.
Her phone is dying.
Download anyway. I already had this downloaded. See, I still don't know how to work things. Okay, and then I go here, right? Oh, see, I already have this downloaded. I shouldn't be doing it like this.
This is the challenge about switching over from Windows to Mac.
You know, oh my gosh, what class did we jump on and she shared those ebooks with us? It was from,
Is that the one you fell off of?
yes. And they were so beautiful and she shared them with us, but I don't know, I feel weird about like if we use them now.
It's the immunity class. I have the ebooks.
I do too, but like, are we allowed to use them? I mean,
not?
they would never know, but
I say yes.
It's a different team.
yeah. I could just ask her.
But technically, it's still under Mel.
Is that Carly, the one that you went on?
No, it's Crossline from us, Lindsay.
Oh.
Lindsay Esparza.
Oh, I thought Lindsay was on our team. Yeah, just not our team,
Yeah.
but she's on Melody's team. Yeah.
Yeah, Crossline. Crossline to me. She's one of my Crossline sisters, meaning we're at the same level. She's Melody's goal.
understand. What if you just asked her?
That's what I said.
Oh,
I don't think there should be a problem. I mean, we all want to succeed
Some
together.
people
I don't know.
about it. Not really like on our team, but
I
some
think it's not a problem if you don't ask, I think then it can be a problem.
exactly.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Natalie, I'm cracking up at you.
I had to ban that song from my house.
What? Oh, I'm starting to have a headache right now.
I know.
dark. Da, 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 da.
I'm
Okay,
gonna go to
so
bed
these
singing
are
that song in my
supposed
head
to
now.
be with a different
I'm so sorry.
but
We're just messing with you.
so look how beautiful. And so I'm supposed to put my picture here and like
Oh.
I put my whatever.
You look great there.
Thank you.
Just kidding.
Sexy. So I'm missing some fonts because the one font is not downloading. But okay, what is happening now? Because I pushed it so many times.
Do you still own a PC computer?
Yeah, but it's really stupid. It's really old.
I mean, you could like fix this is like well, if it's old then it might not work, but if you fix it in that computer and then save it as a PDF, then the image, no matter what font it has, is not going to change in a Mac.
What?
Yeah, you save it as a PDF, so it's like a picture. It's not like you cannot edit at the end, but you save it as a PDF.
Oh, I see. Okay. But he sent me the fonts to download, but he missed the one font, the cursive font. He just sent me like the info sheet and not the actual font to download.
Yeah, and that one is pretty.
Me, but then he stopped answering me, and then I saw on Instagram this morning that his wife had a baby, and so I'm like, okay, that's why he didn't answer me. So I'm gonna give him a few days.
Who is
This
it that
the
you're
one that
talking
you were
about?
showing me from Australia or something?
Yeah,
like that,
it's
right?
this guy, James, my
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
from Australia.
Oh, okay.
I get a lot of his images. I love his photography. So I have a lot of his
Oh,
images.
so you're getting them from OneDrop, and that's how you.
No, this is
Oh.
from this guy. It's a separate thing. I'm all
Oh.
over the place. He's not a part of OneDrop. But
So
when
you purchase it?
yeah, I purchased this. Like I just buy a la carte like when I want to, but he'll have a sale like 20% or like a special or something, and then it's the dollar converts cheaper here, so it's like 30%. So if he has a 20% coupon, and then when the dollar converts, it's like 30% less, so you end up getting it for half price. It's awesome.
So is this the course? I mean, you want to use these graphics and put them into our Intro to Oils class?
I don't know. So I
Oh.
was actually talking to Natalie. Well, I was talking to Jeanette, and then I was talking to Natalie also. He has like all the classes like in this style, like a pregnancy one. He doesn't have a toxic living one, but I wanted to ask him now I'm going to wait because he just had a baby, but I want to ask him like, are you going to make a toxic living one? And if so, what price can you give me to buy like all of your ebooks, all of your classes? So that
Gotcha.
I don't know yet though if I want to commit to this style, because I also really like Melody's pictures and okay, that's what I was going to show you. Where is that other ebook that we got that night, Jeanette? I don't know if there
I like his style. What is his name again?
EssentialOilImages.com.
EssentialOilImages.com.
Yeah, his name is James Lynch. You can follow him on Instagram.
I don't remember.
What those are? Did we?
Was it the On Guard ebook?
Yeah.
I have it. I have it up. Do you want me to share?
Yeah. On Guard, and then there was another one, Winter Wellness, I think.
I have them both.
Where did I put mine? I know I have them. I thought I put them on my desktop.
Can you stop sharing and then I can share?
Oh yeah, and really quick, Natalie, where did you get these?
Everywhere.
Okay, that's helpful.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Share screen. Sorry.
What was the name of, like, the last name of James?
Lynch, Lynch, but I think his name on Instagram is Essential Oil Images. Oh my God, look how beautiful this is, you
This
guys.
is gorgeous. This is his too?
No, this is Lindsay Esparza's.
Oh, okay.
But do you know that these pictures are from a free oil site, free picture oil site, and I need to get you that. Yeah, I came across it. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Who's that? Who's that?
I love this one,
Oh,
by the
this
way.
is nice.
Oh, and I've seen this somewhere, and I don't know where.
Has
That
all the different
is
roller
beautiful.
recipes.
Yeah, we need to up our game. If we had something that looks like this, then we would be showing ours.
I wonder what is she using, like a website? Like, how does she
So it's
do
Spark
that?
Adobe,
Oh, Adobe.
or Adobe Spark is what it's called.
So the
Then it should be easy.
Maybe she
Yeah.
would sell them. You know, she's put a lot of time into it. Maybe she would sell them.
Oh.
Could offer her something for it. Just say your team wants to use it. We can all
Well,
pitch in.
A roller.
she
No,
already
just
gave
kidding.
them to us. She sent us the link, so. This is
at
the
how
immunity
gorgeous.
one.
Okay, so there's a free image site where this picture and the front pictures that she used, this picture is from this free site. It's called Free Images Group. And put in like oils or essential oils or something. Yeah, I don't know if it was .com or I don't know what it was. Free stock images. No, it wasn't doTERRA though. It was just, she said, I know I searched free image group. Let me see.
And does OneDrop have ebooks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're not like this.
I don't see it.
What about like the first link? I think is Unleash, I think.
This one?
Yeah, maybe. No, the down the images go down. Oh well, that one.
This one?
That one maybe. It says it has 500 plus. Look at that. Amazing. Beautiful. I'm starting to lose my mind.
It's bedtime.
These are pretty.
God, those are beautiful.
Okay, wait, where are you?
There's the hand. Did you see it? There we
Mhm.
go.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Okay, unsplash. Okay.
It's a lot of Young Living stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to really kind of go through.
But these are cute.
Yeah. Just for some generic, you know.
Yeah. Look at those lemons.
So I think that's what she used for the front of this one, or and then the oranges. And then you can search too. Like if you put in citrus, there was like a whole bunch of like, that's where she got like the orange picture on the front cover of like the On Guard and stuff.
Maybe put doTERRA there. Maybe something will
I
come out.
don't think anything did come up.
Young Living.
Oh, look how gorgeous.
You know what I was reading?
So pretty.
How black spruce is sourced. One of the most interesting sourcing stories I've ever heard.
Yes. They shared that at convention last year and it was amazing.
It was so good.
I don't know, share. I'm so intrigued now.
No part of the plant is wasted. And so
Yeah.
when the foresters originally went to go obtain the lumber, they were discarding a bunch of the branches and the needles from the tree and weren't really doing anything with it because they only use the trunk to use for like fire logs and for paper and things like that. And so doTERRA went in and partnered with them and were able to retrieve the branches and the needles from the tree. And they steam distill them. And then the steam or the water that's used gets recycled. Like it's like a loop, it's a closed loop system. So every part of it gets used, but it gets recycled like over and over and over.
They have a really good YouTube video. Let me see.
And the one man that they're partnering with that's his village that he grew up in, and he went out in the world and got all kinds of degrees, and he came back to partner with doTERRA, and he invented this distillery, this closed system.
Yeah.
And he said that in their community, when you have an idea, everybody wants to help you with it. So it's like the whole town is participating in this. And he was there at convention. It was a heartwarming story.
2 minutes.
That's so cool.
Let's see.
Did you put share sound when you put share screen?
We're here in the beautiful boreal forest, surrounded by black spruce trees. And this is our black spruce partner and our balsam fir partner, Jean-Claude. I would like for you to share with us kind of the whole cycle that we have, the sustainability cycle behind the black spruce.
We don't cut trees, so there's already an industry who's cutting the tree for construction wood by the rule of the government, and the government makes sure it's sustainable. We take pile of branch that the logging industry doesn't want, and it's left in the forest as a pile, and the nature doesn't like it because it gives less space for the vegetation to grow. Everybody wins around because we take something nobody likes and we make nice product.
Beautiful out of it.
From the time we receive the raw material to the site here, so we chip it, we put in the steel, and the way we work here with the power plant is that inside their building there's faucet we use as we need to get the steam to the steel.
The distillery is located adjacent to a local power plant. They create power by burning wood byproduct from the sustainable logging industry. This power plant creates the steam used in the distillation process for these oils. In exchange for the steam, the raw material after being distilled is then processed by the power plant, creating an entirely closed loop cycle with net zero environmental impact.
Say 2 drops of oil help someone to relieve something.
Right.
And every 1.35 seconds, I'm helping someone. I wake up early in the morning for that. Yeah. I share that with my kids because they will be next generation to carry on, I hope, my business and make things even better for the world, because we'll do just more and more of that.
That's what I missed, was the steam used to do the steam distillery was used to power the power plant. And I just I read it and my heart melted because I was just
teary-eyed. It's so you guys imagine, so we're all at convention, right? 30,000 people, and this video goes up on the screen, and they're announcing the new products for the year. And so we don't know what it is yet. They're showing us the trees and he's explaining how it works, so we don't know what the oil is yet. And then you just saw them show the oil, black spruce, and so everyone goes, oh! And then the video
So exciting.
and the lights go up, and Emily Wright, and he pulls out on stage, and it was just, I don't know, it's like you get chills just because you feel a part of it. You feel like you're there. It's just such an incredible experience, and it's so amazing to see what this company is doing.
When I read it, I was just because I've always had a hard time with the whole forestry just piece of it, because I know we need the lumber, but I just feel like we've never done it the right way, to be resourceful and to like give back to the environment, you know? I mean, that's at the end of the day what creates our oxygen. And so to see that no part was being wasted and it's continuously recycled, I mean, it just like, it touched me.
That's what this company is trying to do. They're thinking outside the box. They're thinking of every element of people and the world, and they're, you know, I loved their announcement. They finally addressed, you know, like what's been going on this week and stuff. And I'm going to repost that tomorrow to say that they just, did you guys see it on their Facebook and on their Instagram? And they just said, we hear you, you know, we're listening, and we are going to come up with something that is, you know, going to be sustainable. And you know, look forward to hearing an announcement from us on Monday. So about like the action that they're going to take and stuff. And I just think like I'm excited to see what they come up with, because that is the type of company that they are.
I think they're gonna donate to a lot of charities. Maybe that's what I think.
I'm sure.
Like if you buy this, all the proceeds go to
like Healing Hands Foundation.
Okay.
Something like that. I mean, that will make sense as a marketing move. They still get money.
Totally.
I love it. I mean, when I just read these things like in our magazine that we just got for this month.
That magazine.
I love it.
I didn't get mine yet.
Really? I can't wait for you to get yours then, because
so good.
I read it from front to back, and just the sex trafficking portion was just like, I started crying.
Yeah,
it was so good. It just,
and I told you I didn't know that they were a part of like trying to do good with that before I joined this, like doing this as a business. And it was always something that, not always, but like for the past 5 years, something that I've felt strongly about. And I didn't know until like 6 months in that they were even like a part of trying to end that. So I just know God had a hand in all of this.
And the blends that are in there, to die for.
Totally.
So it just makes me realize how much I love this company.
Yeah. I think we should highlight more of those things too when we do talk about the business.
I do too, because like
this is that you want to share. But
the sustainability part for me though, like really warms my heart, because I feel like everybody's just trying to put their best foot forward with, you know, stainless steel water bottles and not buying plastic water bottles. And like the whole frankincense, you know, these are passed down from family member to family, like generation to generation. And the way that they're giving back to the community to create these, you know, shelters for them. Like that video was heartwarming. The Black Spruce video, like, that's
what this company does for me. Like I get so emotional over it. It's like the weirdest thing. But I love it. That's how we know. This is, I don't know, this whole, like every part of this business gives me life. Touching customers gives me so much joy. Touching my team gives me so much joy. Seeing what the company is doing and knowing that I get to partner with them. Like if I can't, I sometimes feel at a loss, like, am I doing enough? Am I, you know, and it's like, okay, but I'm with a company that if I'm not thinking of it, they're thinking of it. So at least I feel like we're partnered with that, you know? It's just, it's cool.
It's so good. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. I just like.
No, I love it. That's what I love about our time together is we can do that. Whoever needs to jump off, jumps off. And then.
Oh, this is great.
This is good. Well, I'm really stoked that, I don't know if I could do that 30 minutes every single time though.
It was tight. I'm glad we pulled it off. Now we know if we have to, we can, but like 40 minutes is probably our sweet spot.
Yeah.
But I was happy to shave down my part. I love to talk. So, and I love to share about myself. So I probably did have way too many words in there. So that's totally good. And then we can put back in the top 10 oils. I like that.
Yeah. You did great. No worries.
Aw, thank you.
It was really good, Jenna. It was really good.
Thank you.
I still felt like I got all the information like that
Yeah.
I needed from that portion of it though, because I feel like that, like your intro is just, it's everything.
Well, and then it is covering the
It
life
covers
on
so
vitality.
much in the
So-
intro. Yeah.
And then giving just, I like having that, planting those seeds about like ingredients in our
Yes.
stuff. And it just, how do you walk away from that and not go, oh, my
Right.
chickens, or oh
So-
my.
The best part of this is that I've like retrained my kids thinking, because now I buy everything organic and no artificial coloring and stuff. So my father-in-law had to come watch Jameis, the kids today, because since my dad's in the hospital, and he's like, Sophia, because I was out at a property, he's like, Sophia, where's the candy? And she goes, we don't have candy. There's gummy bears and Jameson's other snacks in the pantry, but they're organic. So that's all you have to pick from.
Oh my God. I have to share with you the candy that we buy. So remind me tomorrow, but there are, what's the brand? And they're suckers, because we give them to Duke like when he goes potty. But they're vitamin C organic suckers.
What?
Yeah. And they're no artificial dyes, so it's
They're
all
really good.
Yeah, they're all made with like, beet or carrot or whatever to give the color. And then they're are they sugar free but no artificial sugar? No, I think it's just organic sugar. So it's sugar, but it's organic sugar, nothing artificial, and it's vitamin C. And they do make like gummy bears, and actually Trader Joe's has organic packs of gummy bears. And
I get them. Costco has them, so I get them from Costco.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we,
and they Trader Joe's has the M&Ms too, the peanut M&Ms with no artificial colors and stuff. So there's a couple tricks.
I just need to find a like for Doritos, because my kids love Doritos.
Oh man, who doesn't?
Organic.
Huh?
Doritos makes an organic. Yes.
Where?
I want to say Ralph's.
I've never seen it there.
No way.
Yeah, they do. Let me look. I'm gonna show you. See, does your Ralph's carry a lot of organic?
Oh, I have a Ralph's
Yeah,
next to my house. ¿Qué pasó,
And
mamá?
then the other one really good. Oh yeah, see right. They're also really good.
They don't taste like cardboard?
No, they're good. Look it.
What?
Okay.
They probably still have bad stuff in them.
No way.
Well, but
Yeah.
I mean, you want to have Doritos.
Right.
It's not going to have the artificial. And then these bean-filled nachos, there's actually, have you guys had Siete chips?
No.
Those so good. And then if you can find it, I've only been able to find it a couple times, but they make the, well, here, hold on. They make the nacho cheese, but it's made from cashews. So it's like vegan, which I'm not vegan, but it's so good. It's so good. So they make almond flour tortillas that are really good. So it's just better for you. You know what I mean? So they make taco shells, tortillas, tortilla chips, and they have all the flavors. They have the chili lime and the nacho and the spicy. Okay, so cashew queso. They have the spicy and the regular and the red. Oh my God. I can't ever find these. And the sprouted bean dip. So sprouted, whenever you sprout your beans first, it's like way better for you. Look at this. Cashew queso, the mild nacho and the spicy, and then the green enchilada sauce and the red enchilada sauce. It's so good. Oh my God, 20% off. Maybe I can use it.
I'm getting so hungry right now. I think right now it's not the time.
Sorry. They're really good and it's healthy. So
I'm so hungry now. I want Doritos.
I know, sorry.
okay, Costco also, only like one time a year, which I think it's in the summertime, they have the huge bag of Kirkland
God, Jenna.
organic nacho chips, and they taste exactly like Doritos, and it's the huge bag, and it's organic. So look, it's 4th of July is coming. They're gonna have all the chips. It's good, and buy a couple of them because they only have them like once a year. Or
Okay. Well, thank you
Those
for
are
that.
good. Those are really good.
I have to go.
Okay.
Mom's going to bed. I need to put oils on her
I
back.
was like, what person do you have to tend to? Okay, great.
Good night.
Ritual.
Good night, girls. Thanks for all the info.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk
Always.
soon. Probably talk to all of you
Stay
tomorrow. All
Me
right.
with all my million questions.
It's
My
okay. I love
goodness.
it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Everybody.
Bye.